secretary of the PDP in Rivers State, Dr. Kenneth Yowika. But I need to give us a little background to the issue again. The battle for control of the structure of the PDP in the state has moved, not just moved to the center, to the national. Like I said, the NWC is a bit divided. We have some members, like some of them, about 7 of them last week, paid a visit to Governor C. Fubara, and where they said Fubara remains the leader of the party in the state. Funny enough, that visit, we did not see the chairman of the party, Damagum. We did not see the secretary of the party, Sam Anyanwu, even though the matter is still in court. We did not also see, I think, the National Legal Advisor and some others, the organizing secretary of the PDP. But we don't know how the other 7 came to the point of coming to Port Harcourt to say that Sip Fubara is the leader of the. They didn't quote actually the constitution of the party. It was just a statement made, and it was a trending story. Now we're going to look at these issues and more. We're going to find out if the crisis in PDP is going to help them to win the next election, or is going to divide the party to the point where everyone will be struggling to see who wins. So, Doc, please, can you explain what actually happened? Last week, we saw some members of the NWC in Port Harcourt, and they made it clear that the governor of the state remains the leader of the party. And it was a trending story in social media and elsewhere. But even though we didn't see the national chairman, the secretary, the organizing secretary, and maybe the legal advisor and some others. Please, can you throw more light on what actually happened?
Yes, thank you, Chief. I'd want to very quickly pick on something before I get to that.
Okay.
I'll also want to go back to that our congresses because it concerns me directly.
Okay.
You're aware that you were talking about the State House of Assembly and the 27 members. Yeah. Now, from the National Working Committee, those 27 members, their names were sent from the National Working Committee as delegates to that Congress.
Oh.
Delegates to vote in that Congress.
Oh.
Now, if the party sees these people as not being members of the People's Democratic Party, how will their names come from the National Working Committee as delegates? That point has been made very clear.
Okay.
Now, going back to those that visited the governor. Now, there are 18 members in the National Working Committee.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have 18 members in the National Working Committee and 7 members visit the governor, where are the other 11?
Wow.
And part of this 11, you have the national chairman, you have the secretary, you have the organizing secretary. Truth be said, in the operations of the party, these are actually the key oilers of the party. The national chairman leads the party. The national secretary does the entire correspondence of the party. When it comes to the sale of forms and all other things, it is the national organizing secretary. These are the key movers of the party.
Wow.
And on that delegation to His Excellency, Sir Similala Joseph Fubara, these persons were not present. So what does it show? It shows that this was not an instruction from the national chairman. As I'm speaking to you this minute, my chairman, leader of the People's Democratic Party, as my chairman in the party, Honorable Chukwuemeka Aaron, DSS-ROS, is aware that I'll be holding a press briefing with you today.
Yeah.
There is nothing that transpires within the operation of the party that the chairman of the party will not be put in the know. So that delegation that came to see the governor came on a New Year's visit. They just felt we are still in the mood of the celebration. Let them come to pay a courtesy call on His Excellency the governor, which is not a bad one. You know, during such visits, gifts are given back and forth. Yeah. And they came to River State to celebrate with Sir Similala Fubara.
Maybe they gave him something and he also gave them something.
I just said that gifts go back and forth. And so apparently they came in the spirit of celebration because we're still in January. But to speak on issues that concerns the People's Democratic Party, that was not what they came on. That cannot be a delegation from the National Working Committee.
Is it not even surprising that they came from Abuja and they didn't visit the state party office?
More surprising, because like I said, our names as those that bought forms and contested for that election came from the National Working Committee, that these are the people that had purchased forms and these are the people that are qualified to contest that election. This was done, and that is why I'm speaking to you today in this capacity as State Public Secretary of the People's Democratic Party.
Wow. So I'm a little bit worried, and I'm sure very many people out there are also worried. You know, the fortunes of the party. Since 1999, PDP has had this winning streak in the state. Not even in 2015, when Amechi was leaving and was going to get his successor, Dakuku Peter's side, we suddenly saw a shift, you know, and then Wike emerged, and then giving PDP that steady win. And then in 2023, again, we also saw that transition, something that has never happened, you know, one getting his successor. Wike was able to get his successor under the PDP. Now, after that, shortly after that, the local government elections came, and another party, APP, relatively unknown, you know, swept through the 23 LGAs, or maybe except one or two. And then, of course, we know that APP had some synergy or some partnership with the party under the governor. Now, we are looking at the fortunes of the party. Is it likely that you are going to sustain the winning streak in the next election? The PDP, the way it is presently now, some members, some leaders, we know them are aligning with this governor, while very many too are aligning with the Minister of FCT, who is working under an APC government, but still a member and a leader of the PDP. Yeah. So my worry is this: how do you intend to convince the Rivers people tomorrow, the undecided voters, the non-party members, and all that, to vote for your party's candidates in the next election?
Thank you for that question. You know, this is partisan politics. And you'll agree with me that if this does not happen in a political party, then it's not a political party.
Okay.
This is what makes it a political party. I'll just make a reference to America. You've seen what transpired between Donald Trump and all that, and all the big wigs in that party. But the issue here is, our leader, Chief Barrister Ian Wike, always says, do the right thing and get the victory, so that tomorrow you do not complain that I have worked against you. We should remember that prior to the election, he made it clear that if you do not support a Southern candidate, you will not get my support. I will support a Southern candidate. Nobody in the Federation picked that. Everybody believed or behaved as if they did not hear what he was saying. And now when our party did not pick a candidate from the South, Nyesom Wike, our leader, saw where he would put his focus, and we will get what we want.
But is that not anti-party?
What do you mean by anti-party?
When you don't support your party's candidate.
As at that level, he made it very clear that this was what he was going to do. Anti-party, but he was trying every bit to straighten out things in the People's Democratic Party, just like we are doing now. So that tomorrow, when we have problems here and there, we will not complain that anybody outside our party has done this to us. This is what we are trying to mend now, so we don't come to build bridges that have been pulled down. So we as a party will not be pulled down if we do the things that are right. It is clear. A convention is coming in November. Why don't you hold your gun and allow the conventions to come in, and those that will contest these elections contest, and whosoever comes out as winner is allowed to run the party. The issue is that every one of us, Nigeria supersedes us as a country. And Chief Barrister Ian Wike, the government in power, saw what he had done in Rivers State and decided to pick him as a minister in the serving government.
Not because of political support.
Oh, no.
You know, they campaign for a Southern president, but because of his performance.
His performance.
Okay.
His performance actually got him the position. Remember, I want to pick a key person in the happenings now. His Excellency, Senator Bala Mohammed.
Okay.
He was senator under the ANPP, and went to the Senate under the ANPP. But he became minister, still as a senator, under the PDP, and he served, and there was no complaint about it. Why is there so much noise when it is Chief Barrister?
Okay, he served as a PDP under
yes.
the PDP government
yes.
as an
ANPP senator. Yes.
Okay.
So why is that of Chief Barrister Ndukwe having so much noise? And putting it by the side, the man is delivering in Abuja. Even the blind can actually see that Ndukwe is a performer.
Probably
in
that's
the
why,
FCT.
This day and Arise newspaper conferred on him Minister of the Year.
The paper that everyone believes that they are the last people that will speak of anything positive about Chief Barrister Ndukwe, but they saw the plus in him and said, well, we have nothing else to do but to accord this man.
So it wasn't really about the controversy, it was about the performance.
His performance, and we continue to perform, and he continues to perform.
Okay, so taking us back to Rivers politics, the crisis in the state. I want to know, are you likely going to have some kind of reconciliation with the governor, because he has not also said he has left the party?
Well, you see, this is a party that continues to preach peace. There is nobody anywhere that will say you do not want peace for things to go on well. If you cast your mind back to the inauguration, after we had our congresses, the chairman of the party, Honorable Chukwemeka Aaron, DSSRS, my chairman, had made it very clear that he will do everything within his powers. He will work around the clock to see that peace returns to the party. As the chairman of the party, that is what is expected to do, and that is what he has been doing since then. But my worry is that in the process of trying to bring peace, and you see almost all the chairmen within the state under another party's umbrella, and we are beginning to suspect where their support came from for them to be chairman under a different party umbrella. Okay. We begin to worry whether this peace will really hold, or the PDP in Rivers State will move ahead as it has always done, notwithstanding the barricades in front, and get victory in the next election, with or without the governor.
Probably one of the strategies is your alliance with the APC, a faction of the APC in the state, because I understand there are still two chairmen. Emeka Beke is on one side claiming, but Tony Okocha was returned through the APC congresses as the state chairman of the party. And then we are aware that there's some kind of synergy between that group of APC and the PDP, which you guys preside over. So maybe is that a strategy to see if there could be some kind of collaboration for the elections coming in 2027?
Well, what I'll tell you now, Chief Ndukwe, the simple thing is that what is giving that alliance now is the performance of Chief Barrister Ndukwe. Okay, so he's the APC, the PDP cannot do without the performance Chief Barrister Ndukwe is giving. But you know, we're all political blocs. When it will actually come to the time of politics, the parties will begin to stand and will want to bring their candidates. But I know with the kind of leadership we have, when it comes to that time of election, we will be able to say, let us look at a candidate that will be good for all the parties, better for Rivers State, and a plus for Nigeria, just like Chief Barrister Ndukwe is doing, and cast our vote for such a person and give victory to Rivers State.
So it's likely going to be like a new order where maybe the parties now agree on a particular candidate, you know.
I just said I do not know. It's party politics. When it comes to that time, we will see better.
Or maybe you guys are going to give us two candidates, one for the PDP and one for the APC.
And they come to the field and they battle it out.
And so whoever wins, at the end of the day, credit still goes to one man.
And it's a Rivers thing.
That's a good one. Yeah. Thank you so much, Dr. Kenneth Yowika. We are happy to have you on our set today.
Thank you.
I also encourage you to speak more to the press, because right before now we've been hearing more from the other faction, the other group, the people that belong to the faction led by the governor and then the local government chairman. Not much, is coming out from your party. Maybe, like you said, the strategy is for you to talk less because most of the cases are in court. And we are hoping that any moment from now, the Supreme Court will probably do justice to some of these issues, and then that will also help to settle the dust.
Yes.
Thank you very much for being on our set.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you for watching today's episode, and I hope you continue to join us as we continue to give you the best. Our channel shows right now as the fastest growing channel on YouTube on political matters within the Niger Delta region. You've heard from our guests today, and we hope to get more of this for you. We ask you to help us to grow our channel. When you like, you comment, subscribe, and even share to your friends and family. Thank you.